Hi, welcome to Upskilling in PowerPoint. Today I want to talk to you about changing the layout. One of the problems we run into is when we're working in a deck, we're grabbing slides from other previous slides, or we're working on a team and everybody's just grabbing stuff from places and slides and decks that they like, and you end up with a deck that looks something like this. It's not consistent, the fonts are different, the colors are different, the layout's different. And what you really want is a PowerPoint deck that is cohesive. It has the same fonts, it has the same template, the same color palette. So how do we do that? Well, in the back end of PowerPoint are the master slides. And let's just take a quick look back here. Right now on this PowerPoint deck, we have our standard slide that we use for upskilling. And then we've got several others, as you can see, quite an array. And each of these has their own colors as well. And you may be wondering, well, how do I know? I know I can see here it's orange, but a real quick trick to seeing if you're in the right template or not is just click on text or a shape and go to your color palette and see what the colors are. When we're up here in our upskilling palette, this is our color palette. So this is our standard color palette for our group that we want to use. And so when you click in here and you look, you're like, well, that's not it. So you know right away, other than just the looks of it, that it's the wrong template. You come in here, let's do the same thing. You're going to see a whole different color layout. These are different fonts that uses Rockwell and a whole different color palette as well. So what's important is to move things over to the correct template. And the way you do that is you go up to Layout, and you select, you want to go to the upskilling. For this sample, we're going to just use the upskilling template, and we're going to move it into there. Now notice how things jumped around really fast, right? And it doesn't look anything like it did before. A way to really work through this is you want to come in here and just duplicate the slide. And then on the duplicate slide, come in, change the title and content, and then you can be going back and forth to figure out how you want it to look and to get that layout feeling, because you really liked maybe the way this was over on the left, you liked how this was on the right, and you want to kind of preserve that feel, and then you're able to stay within your theme, your colors, and do that. I'm just going to show you a couple more times of changing that layout over. So again, we want to duplicate the slide. Grab this slide, go up to the layout. We're going to grab the title and content, and notice everything jumps around again. So you want to be going back and forth until you can get it to how you like it. So I want to show you an easy turnover, and I'm going to walk you through the whole thing. We're going to duplicate the slide, and I'm doing that with Command D, and on Windows it should be just Control D. So on Apple, Command D, on Windows, Control D. And then come up to Layout, and we're going to switch the content. And here is a really fun trick. When you switch this over and you see that's still maybe not the right font, it's a different color than the template requires, hit Reset. I'm going to show you that again. I'm going to undo by hitting Command Z, and we're going to walk through that again. Title and content, hit Reset, and notice it jumped beautifully. Now just to quickly make some small edits to make it feel more like the one above, just going to quickly grab these edges. And that's a nice fast changeover. The last one would be this one. Sometimes when we go to make a change, it's really dramatic. And we're going to, again, duplicate the slide. I'm going to come to the second slide, Layout. I'm going to change the slide, and we'll see how everything jumped. And I can hit Reset all I want, and it's not going to help. That's where it's really essential to have that duplicate slide up there so you know where everything goes, what headers belong with the body copy. And by working through that, you can come up with a beautiful in-brand design. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.